Hello everyone. We'll go to this one actually. Hello. Ignore this corner up here because this is a work in progress. It was working. If you were here at the starting soon screen, it was working, but for some reason the Santa tracker has decided to stop working, which is always fun. But how is everyone? How are we doing? If you're here, drop a message in the chat. I can see the chat, so if you're here, please just drop a little message. I should be able to see all of those. And yeah, today we're going to be doing a Christmas movie tier list, which should be very fun. I love Christmas films, so yeah, I'm really looking forward to doing this one. Just trying my very best to get the Santa tracker working. Please let me know in the chat if mic volume's good, if everything looks okay. Just let me know, put my anxiety head at rest. If I can't get the Santa tracker working, I will... Yeah, it doesn't seem to be wanting to work. Apparently, NORAD Santa tracker has been having issues today, to be fair. So, yeah. Okay, I might just delete this then because it doesn't seem to want to be working, which is sad. Or I could actually pull up Google Santa Tracker. Does that work? Yes! Google coming in with a clutch. Please work. Please work. Scott the movie critic. Hello my friend. Hello Jack. How's it going mate? I'm very good, thank you. How are you? Whoa. Okay, how do I mute this? You probably never heard that, but that just like blew up in my ear. Yeah, this one seems to be working better. I prefer NORAD's Santa tracker, but this one will do. Yeah, I'm good. How are you, Scott? Can't stay for too long, unfortunately, but really excited to be here. Thank you for coming along, Scott. Even though you can't stay for long, it's wonderful to have you. Yeah, this Santa tracker is really annoying me. I've also got this screen, which we can jump to every so often, see where Santa is, see how he's doing on his long, tiresome journey. But we are going to kick off with the tier list. So we've got 61 Christmas films here. 61. I can guarantee you I've not seen all of these. It's probably going to upset me how little I've probably seen. But if we can finish this off really quickly, we can jump on and do a different one. Scott the movie critic. No worries, Jack. Yeah, I'm good. Thank you, mate. I hope you enjoyed the stream last night. I did. It was a very good stream, mate. I couldn't stay for it all, unfortunately, but what I saw, I really enjoyed. So yeah, I've apparently got 6 viewers, which is really good. So if you're here, please drop a comment and we can get a little conversation going. Because I'm going to be asking your opinion on these movies. This isn't just about me. I'd love to hear your opinions too, guys. So where is Santa right now? Actually, that's yeah, Scott. Seeing as you're the only one talking, is my mic volume okay? If it's not, I'll try and fix that because that was an issue last time I had a stream with my good friend Lupe, who I hope is in the chat. If you're here, my friend Lupe. Jamie, I'm assuming this is the wonderful Jamie from my work. How you doing, mate? It's good to see you. Right, so let's see how Santa's getting on. Where is he right now? Is that Greece, it looks like? No, he's past Greece. Istanbul. He's going up near Istanbul. Cutting about there. He's delivered 4 billion gifts. Wow, 4 billion gifts. And he'll arrive in my location in about 5 hours, which is interesting. And he's in Istanbul, Turkey. He's just getting there right now. Not missed much, that's good. Yeah, Jamie, just started. We were having a bit of trouble with the old Santa tracker, but it seems to be working now. Well, I'm using a different one than I was planning on. I was planning on using NORAD, but... Oh! Never mind. We're back up with NORAD, hopefully. Okay, NORAD's reporting a different location. NORAD's much more reliable to see in Santa's true location, and he is in Maseru, Lesotho, just left Mozambique, and he's delivered 3 billion gifts. So yeah, NORAD's the North American air defence, so it's a lot more reliable. But let's kick off with this tier list. So I'm just going to kind of pick these at random. I'm not going to go in order. I'm just going to pick one that I feel like chatting about. Christmas Eve with the main man, Daniel. It's fantastic to see you here. Thanks for coming along, my friend. So, let's get kicked off with, what should we start with? Let's talk about A Christmas Story. Let's get that out of the way, because that is a truly loved Christmas film. And me and my friend Alex Pitt, he sadly could not be here in the stream today. But me and him had a little chat in our group chat the other day about this film. And yeah, both of us aren't massive fans of it. I'm actually going to pop it into bad. I would give it about a 5 out of 10, which means I still like it, but I don't think it deserves good. I'm going to pop it into bad. I think the film is extremely dated, even from the way it's directed and stuff. I know it's set in the 40s, but it looks extremely dated. I find all the characters quite annoying, not gonna lie. I still need to watch that movie. Yeah, Scott, you're not missing out on much in my opinion. It is a like what does it get on Rotten Tomatoes and stuff? Let's see. That's the new one, 1983. Yeah, look at these reviews. 7.9 out of 10, 90% Rotten Tomatoes. It is definitely not worth that in my opinion. I would actually give it, I said a 5 out of 10. Not watched it either. Yeah. I just think it's extremely dated. All the characters are quite annoying. There are some really charming moments. And the central plot about the kid wanting the gun and what happens to him in the end and what happens to this family is pretty funny, I guess. But yeah, it's nothing to write home about in my opinion. Yeah, 5 out of 10 I would give it. Let's do Home Alone next, because let's get a classic out the way, right? Let's talk about Home Alone. Cheers, everyone, by the way. I'm drinking a little gin. Ah, that is lovely. Okay. Home Alone. Where's it going to go? I love Home Alone. I love it. And I don't know if I should reserve Legendary just for 10 out of 10 films, because Home Alone, in my opinion, isn't 10 out of 10. I'd probably give it about a 9. It has to go in Legendary. Has to. Yeah, Jamie says, has to be Legendary. Yeah, just because it's of its iconography alone, how iconic it is, it deserves Legendary. Brilliant film. Watched it today, actually. Rewatched it today. It must have been my 50th time, not gonna lie. I think the film is absolutely brilliant. Macaulay Culkin's charming. I think Daniel Stern and Joe Pesci are brilliant as the burglars. And yet even the emotional scenes. I know a lot of people think about the funny scenes, like the slapstick humour that happens towards the end. But even for its emotional scenes, like the scene in the church is probably one of my favourite scenes in a Christmas film. I think that scene is absolutely brilliant. Home Alone is probably my favourite Christmas movie, so it would have to be Legendary for me. What a classic. Yeah, it is a good one, to be fair. It is a good one. It used to be my favourite Christmas film, but yeah, it's not anymore. But because there's another film which I hope is here so I can talk about it. Yeah, it is. I just saw it. That I'll talk about in a little bit, but yeah, I love that film. Anyway, Home Alone. Brilliant film. I think that slapstick humour is some of the best slapstick humour ever done in film. Like, full stop. Like, some of the best some of the best slapstick humour ever. See, my favourite bit is actually the first trap when he shoots him in the nuts with a air rifle, and he's like, "Oh!" It's hilarious. Joe Pesci's reaction is brilliant. But yeah, the emotional scenes, the scene in the church being like the main one, and when obviously his family come back at the end, brilliant. John Hughes, incredible writer. Chris Columbus, incredible director. So yeah, fantastic film. So let's actually do the Home Alone sequels. 'Cause I think all 5 are here, hopefully. I think it might just be 4. Okay, let's talk about Home Alone 2. Not as good as the first one. I know a lot of people kind of hold it in the same regard as the first one, but I would personally put it into good. I think it is a good sequel. It is very rinse and repeat. It is the same movie again, which I normally don't like for sequels, but it actually kind of works well. Like, how could this family leave him home alone again? The Hangover kind of has the same charm. Like, how could this thing happen to the same people again? But it is very rinse and repeat. Like, scenes taken out of the original are just rewrote in slightly different dialogue and put in this film. Glad you enjoy it, Jamie. Yeah. I've never actually met anybody who doesn't like Home Alone. Everyone finds some charm out of it. So yeah, Home Alone 2, very rinse and repeat sequel, but still really good. Tim Curry makes the movie. Tim Curry is amazing in it. As is a Donald Trump cameo, which is a bit random. But yeah, I really love Home Alone 2. It goes in good. I would give it a solid 7 out of 10. Let's go. Yeah, 7 out of 10. Let's talk about... Second one was great too, but would rate it good too. They're classics. They're my classics though. I love Home Alone 2 as well. It was very similar to the first movie in terms of the actual plot itself. I would still probably put it in the great category though, to be fair. That's fair enough. I hope the key holder is watching. I don't think Stuart's watching, Daniel. Sadly. This is Daniel making references to my work. We call somebody who works there Stuart the key holder. As a little inside joke. You're getting a little bit of inside knowledge into my life. Daniel, he can't work YouTube. Well, yeah, Stuart is an old man. Yeah, so let's talk about Home Alone 3. Now, where is it? There you are, right there. So, I'm not putting it in Never Watched, by the way, because I have seen Home Alone 3. Now, this could be a controversial opinion. Oh, by the way, I'm going to rank these within their tiers as well. So, you'll get a definitive best and a definitive worst. So, for example, currently it would be Home Alone 2, A Christmas Story. It would rank like that. But, if something else was here, for example... it would go Home Alone's number 1, Christmas Carol's number 2. If it was like that, it'd be the other way around. Okay? Just so you know, I'm ranking these within their tiers. So, Home Alone 3 is going to go in there. I know it's not thought upon to be a really good film, but I have a great time with Home Alone 3. It's dumb, but I think it takes the plot in a different and necessary way. I think John Hughes actually writes it pretty well. The traps are a lot of fun. Yeah, it's probably not iconic, and the direction definitely not as strong as the first 2 Home Alone films, but I think it still has a solid script. Some of the jokes really land. It's a bit over the top, with, like, it's a movie about espionage and, like, spies and stuff. Haven't seen the third one in years. I would probably put it in the good category. I remember enjoying it. Yeah, I think it's a good film. I wonder what the reviews are on it, because I don't think it's thought upon as being very good. Yeah, 4.5 out of 10, 29% Rotten Tomatoes. Yeah, it's not thought upon to be a very good film. But I enjoy it. I enjoy Home Alone 3. As I said, not solid direction, because I think the direction is actually probably pretty bad. but I think the script's good. The little kid is Alex D. Linz, who plays the kid in that film. I think's a great little actor. Yeah, just a all round fun Christmas film, I guess. Okay, where are we going to now? Should I shut my eyes and just stop on one? That one. Oh, what is that? I don't know what that is. Let's do Scrooge, because that was right next to it. Scrooged, I've only seen once. I remember it. See, this is where I wish there was an OK tier, because it would go right there. I'm going to put it there. Scrooged, I remember being a decent film. I remember it being fun enough. I don't remember loving it though. I remember the ghost of... These are the things that stand out to me about the film. The Ghost of Christmas Past, because it's a take on A Christmas Carol story. The Ghost of Christmas Past is really annoying. I can't remember if it's past or present. I think it might actually be present. It's some woman. She's really annoying. Gets on your nerves the full time. However, the direction's really good. Great practical effects. I think Bill Murray's pretty fun in it. Plays like your typical, like, arsehole character. But yeah, I still think Scrooge is a decent film. I've not actually got a lot of strong opinions on Scrooge because I've only seen it the once. I remember there's a running joke in it that somebody's wanting to commit suicide, which is a bit not in good taste for a Christmas film, I think, and probably hasn't aged particularly well, but yeah, I think it's a decent film. I'd probably give it about a 6 out of 10, and I'd probably give Home Alone 3, let's do a 6.5 out of 10. What reviews... Oh, I didn't mean to do that. I'm very sorry. What reviews does Scrooge get? Because I'm interested. 6.9 out of 10, 69% Rotten Tomatoes. Yeah, fair. I'd probably guess it would have got around that. Jamie says it was okay. Yeah, that's my kind of opinion on it. A very middle-of-the-road film. Let's see how... Oh, now let's read this. Haven't seen Scrooged yet. Heard it's quite good, though. So we'll get round to it next year, hopefully. Yeah. Fair. I am a big fan of it. Like, I've only seen it the once, so that kind of shows you that I'm not a massive fan of it, because if I really like a film, I like to watch it more than once to kind of cement it in my brain. Because there's some films out there that I would say are really good films, but I've only seen once, so they aren't, like, cemented in my brain yet. Like, for example... I'm trying to think of one. The Wrestler, for example. I watched that a few months back. Really good film. I just haven't watched it again, so it's not, like, cemented itself in my brain. So, yeah. Let's check in on Santa Claus, and let's see how he's getting on. So, where is he now? He is Luanda, Angola. He's delivered 3 billion gifts. He's last seen in I can't say that word. Namibia. Namibia? Is that how you say that? I think that's how you say it. Yeah. By the way, if you want a reason why I'm doing this, I love tracking Santa. It's a Christmas tradition for me. I love using NORAD's Santa Tracker. I know it's been having problems this year, which is a shame. But yeah, I absolutely love tracking Santa. So I just thought I would incorporate it into the stream in some way. So let's get back to going to head off now, Jack. Really fun stream. Take care, mate, and Merry Christmas. Scott, have a fantastic Christmas, my friend. Okay, see you later. Right, let's jump on and talk about National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation. Let's talk about National Lampoon's. Have a good Christmas, Scott. Yeah, we love to see a bit of that in the chat. That's nice, Jamie. Good on you. You've never even met Scott before, and yet you're like, have a good Christmas. That's what we love to see. Yeah, National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation. It was one I watched a few years ago. I have watched it since, and I really enjoy it. I think it's a fantastic Christmas film. I would put it into great. I would give it a solid 7.5, 8 out of 10 on a good day. Chevy Chase is brilliant in the film. The writing, once again, by John Hughes is fantastic. My top 4 are all written by John Hughes. That is crazy. Yeah, I think it's a fantastic Christmas film. A lot of fun. I have yet to see any of the other National Lampoon films. But yeah, I think I think it's a pretty fun film. Um, Again, I don't have much to say on it. Good direction. I think I was going to say it's Chris Columbus again. Is it Chris Columbus? Jeremiah S. Chechik. John Hughes. Don't know who this director is. What's Jamie saying? I would rate it okay too. Not my favourite. Yeah, I really enjoy it. I think it's a fantastic film. Really fun. The squirrel in the Christmas tree, iconic. It is a very iconic Christmas film, I guess. Which, yeah, I think it's really fun. Okay, where are we going to now? Let's talk about. Oh no, I was going to do all the Home Alone films. I forgot about that. Where's Home Alone 4? Home Alone 4. Yeah. This film I used to enjoy a lot more when I was younger. If like 10-year-old me was talking, he'd probably put it in amongst these, maybe up here. But it's 19-year-old Jack talking now, so it's going straight down into trash. Home Alone 4 is absolutely terrible. Terrible writing, terrible acting. The guy who plays Marv in the movie is meant to be Marv, even though he looks completely different. Like, hold on, let me show you. Oh, good, you agree. Home Alone 4 is trash. Lol, sorry. Yeah, very bad film. Daniel Stern. Marv. So this is Marv from Home Alone. There he is. And then let's show you Marv. Home Alone 4 Marv. He looks more like Harry. Why did they make him Marv? Well, let me open it. Open image in new tab. It looks like Harry. Like, why on earth did they make... Daniel says 4 is the best one. Stop winding me up. Stop winding me up. Yeah, 4's not a good film. Yeah, definitely a trash. Horrible directing, horrible everything, basically. It is actually fun to watch if you're, like, going to take the piss out of it. What's it get? 2.8 out of 10. Wow. I would say the only thing I slightly like about it, because it's meant to be the same family, isn't it? Yeah, Kevin McAllister. Like, Peter McAllister. Like, what? Kate McAllister. Yeah, it's meant to be the same family played by completely different actors. I bet they tried to get the original actors back and failed miserably. The only saving grace, I think, is this Eric Avari. He's okay in it, and actually gives a decent performance. And Missy Pyle's in it. Like, she went on to do some big things. Did she not? What has she been in? Yeah, Dodgeball, Charlie and the Chocolate Factory. Like, she went on to do a lot of good stuff. Or bigger stuff. So, yeah, it's a shame that she's in Home Alone 4. But, yeah, bad film. Very bad film. Is Home Alone 5 here? I don't think Home Alone 5's here. Maybe I'm blind and I just can't see it. Okay, let's move on. Let's talk about Jingle All the Way. Let's talk about Jingle All the Way. Yeah, I watched this for the first time 2018. I've only seen it the once. I thought an Arnold... Oh, I didn't mean to put it there. I thought an Arnold Schwarzenegger Christmas film could be fun. Sadly, the film lacked a lot for me. I'd probably give it about a 3 out of 10. Not a good film at all. Arnold gives a crap performance. He plays the same dad you've seen in about 20 other Christmas films. This dad who is a workaholic, should be there to care for his son, but he's not, and he goes on this exploration of character, this character arc, when he becomes much more a father figure, and yeah, I've seen it to death, and this is probably one of the worst uses of it. Only watched it once too, not great, yeah, not a good film. The direction's crap, all the jokes fail. The only joke that kinda got me is, there's a bit where Arnold's on the phone, and I think this man who's kinda sniffing about his wife, I guess you could say, is about to eat one of his wife's cookies, and he goes, "Put the cookie down!" like that, down the phone. Brilliant scene. That was really funny. Just hearing Arnold say, put the cookie down. Put that cookie down! Like that. Really funny. He's also meant to be this American dad. Hold on. Jingle all the way. With the name... Oh, I can't remember his name, but it's like the most generic American name. Howard Langston. The most Austrian guy you'll ever come across is called Howard Langston. And he's meant to be this American dad. Yeah. Not good casting. The only reason they put him in it was because it was Arnold Schwarzenegger, and he was probably one of the biggest action heroes ever. Like, one of the biggest movie stars ever at this point. So, yeah, that's why they wanted him in it. But yeah, not a good film. Okay, let's move on. Actually, let's have a little check-in with the old man. He's in Equatorial Guinea. Wow, delivered 3.2 billion. I keep meaning to say million. It's billion. Billion gifts. Yeah. Let's always cutting about being Santa and that. I love NORAD Santa Truck. It looks so cool. You can see the full map and you can see him flying about. Brilliant. Okay, what we're going to talk about next. Let's talk about The Muppet Christmas Carol. Oh no. Oh, that's actually better. I just did something to the NORAD Santa Tracker and it's actually made it full screen. Oh, that's so much better. I wish it was like that from the start. Yeah, Muppet Christmas Carol, I'm going to put straight up into... Where'd it go? Oh, that's there. Great, but above National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation. A Muppet Christmas Carol is fantastic. Cutting about being Santa and that. A Muppet Christmas Carol is a truly fantastic film, I think. I watch it every... Well, it's more my mum's choice that this happens, but we watch it every year putting the tree up. Not seen it, Jamie. What do you mean you've not seen a Muppet Christmas? Watch him up. Watch it tonight. You've got no excuse. After this live stream, Disney Plus, Muppet Christmas Carol. Hold on. A Muppet Christmas Carol after this live stream, or I'm going to be very angry with you at work. No, lol. Watch it, Jamie. You'll really enjoy it. It's brilliant. Great music. Great direction, actually. Michael Caine got cast in a Muppet movie. And yet he gives a fantastic performance as Scrooge. Like, a genuinely fantastic performance. Not just, oh, I'm in a kiddie film, so I'm just going to give a half-assed performance. He gives a fantastic performance, a truly fantastic performance. I actually saw a quote from him where he said, I'm going to treat this film like I'm doing Shakespeare, which I thought the best way to treat a Muppet movie. Like, fantastic ideology, I guess. So, yeah, well, think about it. You better. I'll be asking you, right, you've got from now to when we go back to work. Watch A Muppet Christmas Carol. Yeah, fantastic music, great performances, great, like, puppet handling. I don't know what the word is. Is it puppetography? Surely it's puppetography. Puppetry. What am I even talking about? Oh, that better not get, like, clipped and people think I'm an idiot. Puppetography. What am I talking about? Puppetry. Excellent puppetry. I just think it's a fantastic film. One of the classics. Watch it every year putting the tree up, so I've watched it quite recently. Just don't tell me how the storyline went, lol. Right, what we're talking about now. Let's talk about The Grinch. How the Grinch Stole Christmas. Jim Carrey's version, to be specific. So, this is one I've had a kind of strange experience. It's just sitting and never watched it now, by the way. I'm going to move in a second. It's one I've had quite a strange experience with. Due to the fact that I used to not like it. I used to actually really not like it. The only thing I quite liked was the sets and the direction by Ron Howard. I watched it, I think it was last year. I think it was just on TV. And I actually enjoyed it. And then I watched it this year. And I thought it was okay. Like, it's not amazing by any means. It's actually quite annoying. I'm going to pop it into bad. I'm sorry. Above A Christmas Story. No, I think I prefer it to Scrooged, so it's going to go in there. Bad, sorry. Yeah, Jamie, I was thinking about putting it in bad. Do you know what I'm actually going to do? I'm going to move Scrooged. No, do I? No, Scrooge can stay there. That's how it is. Yeah, it's not a great film like a lot of people make it out to be. I still think it's a fine film. Ron Howard's direction being one of the best aspects of the movie. I think Jim Carrey's performance is pretty good considering he's under like 8 layers of makeup and it took him like 8.5 hours in the chair every morning to do it. Literally went in, well, not even in the morning, it would have went straight into the afternoon, like 7 a.m. start, makeup going on, and then they get like 5 hours, 6 hours shooting, comes off, next day, makeup back on, like, a strenuous process. But yeah, I don't think it's a great film. There's a lot of annoying scenes. I think the little girl playing Cindy Lou Who, really annoying in my opinion. She can't sing. Where are you, Christmas? That's what she sounds like. Yeah, not a great film in my opinion. Right. Let's talk about Die Hard. Die Hard. Straight to number 1. Die Hard is one of the great, not just greatest Christmas films, greatest films period of all time. Probably the best action movie ever made. I'll say it right there. Legendary. Yes, Jamie. Die Hard is absolutely phenomenal. Iconic lines after iconic lines. Brilliant action, brilliant direction. A fantastic performance by Bruce Willis. He plays the character very snarky and sarcastic. It suits him so well. It's a shame what happened to the sequels. I like 2 and 3, and even 4's okay, but 5 is a terrible movie. Don't watch Die Hard 5. Bruce Willis plays a parody of himself in that film. Anyway, yeah, I think it's a pretty good film. Pretty good? What am I on about? A pretty legendary film. Fantastic action. Alan Rickman's amazing in it. Great music as well, I think. It's just iconic, isn't it? And probably some of the greatest action ever put to screen. I watched that again this year, and every time I watch it, I'm like, right, this is the year that I'm going to get bored with Die Hard. I always think the same about Love Actually as well. This is the year I'm going to get bored with it. Then I'll watch it and I'm like, I can never get bored of this. This is absolutely fantastic. Like, this is truly phenomenal filmmaking. Yeah, fantastic movie. Definitely deserves it to be at the top of this list. Right. Is Die Hard 2 here? Because that is technically a Christmas film. No, it isn't. Let's talk about Bad Santa. I fancy talking about Bad Santa. So Bad Santa for me is actually going to go there. Controversial. I don't know how many people actually enjoy Bad Santa. I think the film is absolutely phenomenal. It's rare that I find an American comedy movie that I really enjoy. And Bad Santa was one of those. Billy Bob Thornton gives a fantastic performance. The film has a lot of really raunchy jokes which are really funny. But the film also has a lot of heart towards the end that I really respect them going for. Yeah, it's a bit rude and probably isn't family Christmas viewing, but it's a really funny film. Like, laugh out loud every 5 seconds. Funny Christmas film. It's also directed really well, I think. Um, I don't think the director had to go as hard as he did. I can't remember the director's name. I'm just going to pop in Bad Santa to Google. Terry Swigoff, that's him. He's done... What else has he done? He's done another big film. Maybe not. Maybe I'm talking rubbish. Yeah, I'm talking rubbish. I think his direction's fantastic in the film. Again, he could have gave lazy direction. Only watched it a few times. It's really good. Fantastic film. I've seen it probably about, I'd say 5 times now. Yeah. Really good film. Again, I watched that this year. Rewatched it. I truly think that it's... Did I move it to Legendary? No. I would give it an 8 out of 10. I just can't think off the top of my head anything wrong with it. I guess you could say some of the characters can get annoying at times. Like, what's the wee guy called? What's the wee guy called? Marcus. Marcus's wife. I can't remember her name either. No, I can't find her. The person who plays Marcus's wife is quite annoying at times. But that's probably the only thing I can really think about that drags it down for me. Let's talk about... It's a Wonderful Life. Now, this could get controversial. It's a Wonderful Life. This is going to get really controversial. Oh no. It's a Wonderful Life for me. Oh no, that's going to get some hate. I've only got 3 viewers, but I bet all 3 of the viewers are disagreeing with me right now. I liked It's a Wonderful Life, okay? I really liked it. I liked it. I did not love it. I do not think it deserves the love that it gets. Sorry. A very dated film, and I know it came out in the 40s. Very dated. Like, I'm talking extremely dated. I would say the performances in it are very, very solid. Actually, probably fantastic. I just think the direction, I think the direction's pretty middle of the road. The story is good when it gets into the last half hour, but the whole talking about his life. Classic reviews, my friend. How are you doing? I'm currently slating It's a Wonderful Life to the horror of the people watching. Yeah, Jamie, I'm talking about It's a Wonderful Life. Yeah, I don't think the direction's fantastic. The performances are great, and the story, once it gets into the last half hour, the story's fantastic. When it shows you the angel coming to see him and showing him what life would be like if he wasn't here. Doing good. Still need to watch It's a Wonderful Life. Yeah, it's a classic, isn't it? I've only seen it once, so it might actually jump up in estimations if I watched it again. But yeah, I can't remember loving it at all. I cannot believe Home Alone 3 is above It's a Wonderful Life. Actually, that's probably wrong. It's probably like that. Yeah, it's good performances, but a tiresome story. It drags quite a bit, like, throughout the start, especially the first hour of the movie. Just telling this guy's life, and he's not even leading a very interesting life. Like, what's the point? I have the 4K, just haven't had time due to working all through Christmas. Yeah, I hope your job's going good, by the way, buddy. I might actually pick up the 4K. Because I feel like if I watch the 4K, it may actually give me a better appreciation. I watched the DVD, and DVD quality is shameful looking back on it now. Cheers, everyone. I think I cheersed everybody at the start, but cheers. Merry Christmas to you all. Right, let's talk about Love Actually. Let's get it out of the way. Now, in terms of movies, in terms of movie quality, it would go like that for me. But I'm going to do it slightly different. I'm talking about Christmas movies. In terms of movies that make me feel Christmassy, Love Actually is my favourite Christmas film of all time. I think Love Actually is truly brilliant. That's not water law. Shh. No one has to know. No one has to know. I've actually got water here too. See? There we go. Love Actually is so fun. Yeah, fantastic film. All the performances are great. It's like an all-star cast, which you actually rarely see nowadays, a cast as big as this. Basically all the biggest people in British cinema are in this. Hugh Grant, Liam Neeson, Alan Rickman, Colin Firth, Keira Knightley, Emma Thompson, Rowan Atkinson, like a massive cast. Him from My Family, who I can't remember the name, Chris Marshall, that's it. He's in a fantastic film, absolutely fantastic, really funny, laugh out loud, makes me feel Christmassy. Haven't actually watched it this year, sadly, but yeah, I think it's a truly brilliant film. Okay, let's talk about Christmas Chronicles, because I'm going to pop Christmas Chronicles in there. Actually a really surprisingly good film to me. I really enjoyed the kind of fresh take on Santa that it had. Normally films, except for Bad Santa, I would say, every other kind of Christmas film I've seen kind of paints Santa as this great guy. And Bad Santa, it's not even the real Santa. It's like a store Santa. Whereas Christmas Chronicles paints a really different image of Santa and kind of makes him a bit more high-tech, I guess. In a good way. It paints a good image in a good way. Does that make sense? It paints a different image in a good way. That's what I'm trying to say. I think, is it Kurt Russell plays him? I think he's fantastic in it. Is it Kurt Russell? Oh, I'm starting to doubt myself. Oh, it might be Jeff Bridges. Is it? It's Kurt Russell. It is Kurt Russell. Yeah, I think Kurt Russell's fantastic in it. There's a brilliant prison scene where he starts jamming out with the E Street Band, which is fantastic. Yeah, I'm going to sneeze. Bless me. Really sorry about that, guys. I sneezed that hard that my headset actually came down like that. There we go. Yeah, I think Christmas Chronicles is a really good Christmas film. I'll give it a solid 7 out of 10. Really fun movie. Let's talk about this movie. Really catching my eye. Mixed Nuts. I think I might need to watch that. I've not seen it. Mixed Nuts movie. Oh, not good reviews. I think I need to watch it though. I think I'd enjoy it. It's Steve Martin, so that's why it caught my eye. Right, let's talk about Gremlins. Gremlins, hold on, let me just sort the Santa tracker. Boom, there we go. Actually, let's pop in and see how Santa's getting on. Doing it the North Pole. Well, he's not in the North Pole, he's travelling around the world. Where actually is he? He is in Libya. He's delivered 3.3 billion gifts. Yeah, he's doing well. So yeah, Christmas Chronicles great. Gremlins for me, Gremlins is going to go there, I think. I think Gremlins is a really great film. Great direction, great practical effects in this movie. Also pretty good CGI when it's getting used. It's quite interesting to see early uses of CGI like this. Yeah, I think Gremlins is great. Great direction. I can't remember the name of the guy who directs it? Joe Dante. Joe Dante. It's Chris Columbus produced, I'm pretty sure. Really interesting Christmas film. Goes for like a kind of horror comedy approach. Yeah, I've only seen it, I would say, twice. But I remember having a lot of great fun with it. That's how I would define the movie. It's a lot of fun. It's nothing substantial or anything like that, but it's a lot of fun. I didn't actually see what reviews it had. I'm actually quite interested. 7.3, 86%, yeah. Great reviews on Gremlins. Yeah, I think it's a classic. Okay. What are we talking about now? Let's talk about Elf. Let's talk about a classic like Elf, shall we? Elf. Oh. I'm going to pop Elf in there. Yeah, Elf is a fantastic film. I put off watching Elf for the longest time because it didn't seem like that my type of movie. But after I watched, I think it was Iron Man, and that's a weird connection to make, but after kind of watching Iron Man and getting familiar with Jon Favreau's work, and Mandalorian as well, I wanted to go back and see it, because it's a Jon Favreau film, and I love Jon Favreau as a director. I think he's fantastic. And yeah, it is a really fun movie. Great direction, I would say. Elf is my favourite too. Yeah, it is a really good film. Will Ferrell gives a performance that's really good, and I'm going to tell you why it's really good. Because anyone else playing this character would take it into annoying territory, but somehow Will Ferrell makes it work. And I think that's just gives him credit as an actor. Like, he just pulls this off. James Caan's great in it. Just solid writing, a good original concept for a film. What happens if an elf is actually a human being? Like, it's a fun concept for a film. So, yeah, I really love Elf. And let's jump on to the Polar Express as well. Polar Express is going to go in there for me. Now, I know a lot of people actually don't like the Polar Express. I actually really, really love it. It's a very metaphorical film, I guess. There's a lot of it I don't understand. It's actually quite complicated. It's got a central plot that you can follow easily, but there's this whole thing where Tom Hanks plays like 5 different characters, and that's meant to mean something. And I love that he plays 4 different characters in it, but I can't understand what it means to save my life. Like, not at all. Oh, that is good. But yeah, I still love the movie. It's really interestingly directed with the kind of CGI people. It was one of the first films for like people to wear like green suits and to be like kind of, what's the word? Is it motion tracked kind of thing, and then CGI'd over the top of. Really, really interestingly directed. I actually think it looks pretty good. Still, people would disagree. People would disagree that it's a good film. I have a lot of fun with it. I love the kind of concept of it, this train that takes kids that don't believe in Santa Claus to the North Pole to meet him. Great concept for a movie. Yeah, it's one of my favourites, actually. Okay. Let's talk about another bad one. Can I find another bad one? I have seen this. A Madea Christmas. Now, I've only seen 2 Madea films. Yeah, I've only seen 2 Madea films. I've seen A Madea Christmas and A Madea Homecoming. Homecoming was bad, but not terrible. It had Mrs. Brown in it, and I'm actually a Mrs. Brown fan, so yeah. A Madea Christmas was just bad. It was just terrible. I think it was probably one of the most annoying movies ever. one of the most annoying characters put to screen is Medea. Is it Medea or Medea? I don't actually know. I can't remember. But yeah, it's really annoying, gets on your nerves, jokes just don't land. It's just a lot of dumb, inappropriate jokes that are meant to make you kind of cringe. Yeah, it's just not my type of film at all. I give it probably about a 2 out of 10. Really bad movie. Okay, let's talk about Planes, Trains and Automobiles. Planes, Trains and Automobiles is going to jump to there for me, actually. Even though it's technically a Thanksgiving movie, I think it deserves to be in this Christmas list. Both performances, John Candy and Steve Martin, are fantastic. It's another John Hughes movie, is it not? Damn. John Hughes, man. He writes some good Christmas movies. Yeah, I think the direction's pretty good. I can't remember who directs it off the top of my head. Oh, it's John Hughes directed as well. There you go. Direction's great, writing's great. Really nice ending. Probably one of the best endings in cinematic history, in my opinion. Really good twist in the story. Just a really sad, poignant ending, I think. I think it's really funny, like laugh out loud. My hands beneath 2 pillows. Those aren't pillows. Like, really funny jokes. Yeah, I love Planes, Trains and Automobiles. And of course, I want an effing car right effing now. Obviously, he says the F word, but I'm not going to say that on stream. Yeah, fantastic film. Let's talk about The Nightmare Before Christmas. The Nightmare Before Christmas. I'm going to pop there. Is it a Halloween film? Is it a Christmas film? Who knows? I think The Nightmare Before Christmas is a really, really good film. A lot of fun. Great use of... It's Tim Burton, am I right? Is it Tim Burton directed, though? I know it's Tim Burton wrote it. Nightmare Before Christmas. No, it's Henry Selick directed. It's not even written by... So why is it Tim Burton's The Nightmare Before Christmas? What? Tim Burton's? He's got the name above the title. Only directors normally get that. Anyway. Nightmare Before Christmas, really fun film. Really well directed. Probably one of the best stop motion films ever. Great songs. I've only seen it the once. Lol, I thought you knew your stuff. You tested me, Jamie. Are you testing me? I shouldn't have took them off because now I can't get them back on. There we go. They're quite stylish, aren't they? I look like Elton John. Are you testing me, Jamie? Go on, drop us some trivia down in the comments. Go on, I will prove my worth. I'll prove my worth as a film buff. As Stuart would say, shocking lol. Go on, drop me some trivia. I dare you. I'm only kidding. You don't have to. I would gladly do trivia if it drops in the comments, by the way. Just saying. But, yeah. Nightmare Before Christmas. Really well directed. Really good story. Kind of merges Halloween and Christmas together. Yeah, just a really fun film. Probably one of the best stop motion films ever made. As I said, I've only seen it once. But, again, really enjoyed it. Okay. I think we're actually running low on ones I've seen, which is scary. Let's talk about Trading Places then. And I was saving this one because I have little to say about it. I'm going to put it there. I think I would enjoy this film a lot more if I rewatched the thing. I haven't seen it in years. I remember it being fun enough. I don't remember it being brilliant, but I remember it being love the glasses, mate. Thank you. I don't remember it being anything outstanding. I remember decent performances from Eddie Murphy and Dan Aykroyd. I remember the story being slightly interesting. This millionaire and this homeless person switch places for Christmas. I think I would enjoy it a lot more if I rewatched it. It doesn't stick in my head for me for some reason. What does it get review wise? Not seen it in years. Okay, I liked it. Fair enough. 88% Rotten Tomatoes. I think I would enjoy this if I rewatched it. I might rewatch this before the year's out. I go not okay. No idea what you're trying to say there, Jamie. I go not okay. Seen it years ago. I liked it. I go not okay. Autocorrection. Right, got you. Yeah. I remember enjoying it fine, but it just doesn't stick in my head. I can't actually give it any more than I've given it. I would actually probably put it above. I'd put it there, actually. Let's go there. And I think the last one, if I'm correct, that I've actually seen here, is Jim Carrey's A Christmas Carol. Which is going to go into good. It's going to go somewhere in good. Again, I've not seen it in years. I'd probably pop it there. I remember enjoying the film. Again, it's similar to The Polar Express, in which it's like motion captured people. But yeah, I don't think it's anything to write home about. I love The Christmas Carol story. It's probably one of the slightly better variations of the story. Some you see now, like straight to TV made versions of that classic tale, where they're trying to give it a modern retelling, is absolutely terrible. I remember one, I've not watched it yet, but it looked terrible. It just came out this year, A Christmas Carol, but it's like Carol like a person. Yeah, the Sky Max comedy. Yeah, it looks terrible. Yeah, there's so many bad interpretations of the story these days. But yeah, I think it's probably one of the better ones. Not as good as The Muppet Christmas Carol, which is my personal favourite interpretation of the story. But yeah, probably second or third best that I've seen. And I think that's all I've seen. Oh, Miracle on 34th Street. Now, I've never seen the original. Seen this version. Really charming little movie. I really want to see the original because I hear it's better. It's going there. New No Watch Santa Claus. Now, I started the Santa Claus. I was going to do it for a first time watching video on the channel, and I got about halfway through and then had to pause it to go do some Christmas shopping. So I may get back to that one and do it as I won't do it as a first time watching because the time's kind of passed. But I might do it. I'll do a Letterboxd review. So if you go follow my Letterboxd, I think you actually have followed my Letterboxd, Jamie. If I'm correct, I'll write a review there once I watch it. I might try and watch it before the year's out, if I get a chance, or at least finish it. So I was talking about Miracle on 34th Street. Yeah, I think it's a charming little movie. Mara Wilson's great. I can't remember. Is it Richard Attenborough playing Santa? One of the best and most wholesome interpretations of Santa I think we've ever seen put to screen. Yeah, really, really fun little movie. Great little story. I really want to see the original because it's meant to be better. So I think that's all I can do. I believe that's it, guys. Santa Muscles. I'm just going to guess that would go there. So yeah, all of these I haven't seen. But I probably will watch at some point. Looks some good films there. I really want to see Jack Frost. Four Christmases I've heard is a classic. This Mixed Nuts is drawing my eye. Yeah. So, I'm going to quickly check in with old Saint Nick, see how he's getting on. Tirana, Albania. 3.5, almost 3.5 billion gifts delivered. Wow. That man is a busy man. I'm just going to quickly type in Christmas movie quiz, and we'll give one of them a go. To kind of round off the stream, we'll do a little quiz, shall we? And you can join in if you like in the comments. Right, I'm trying to actually find a quiz now. How well do you know these festive classics? Okay, let's give this a little go. It's on the evening news. Just a strange place to do it, but here we go. Close that. Okay. Bill Murray watched Four Christmases. It's good. Jackie boy, you hero. Regan, good to see you here, mate. You're a bit late because I've done my tier list. But yeah, it's good to see you here. Bill Murray plays a cynical TV executive in which 1998 festive film? That would be Scrooge. Talked about that one. Not one of my favourites, but yep, that's the one. What is Father Christmas known as in The Nightmare Before Christmas? I don't know. I just praised the movie, and I don't know. Nasty Nick, Sandy Claus, Old Jolly, or Santa Claus? Nasty Nick? Sandy Claus? I can't remember that in The Nightmare Before Christmas, I'm not gonna lie. Damn. What song does Hugh Grant's Prime Minister dance to in Love Actually? Jump for my love, jump in. Oh. In The Snowman, I've never seen it. Stuart's Workshop here. That is my father. Go check out House Channel, by the way. I don't know if you're still doing YouTube, Dad. You should get back on it. I will gladly edit your videos, as you know. New year, Stuart's Workshop's coming back. In The Snowman, at what time does the snowman come to life? Right, I really want to sing the song now. Frosty the Snowman. Give us time to answer. Nay bother. In The Snowman, at what time does the snowman come to life? We can jump back to the old Santa tracker. See how Santa's getting on. Where is he now? Bosnia. Jamie says sunrise. I would guess Frosty the Snowman is a jolly happy soul with thunder of another of snow. Frosty the Snowman. It does snow, but the children know how to came to life one day. Is it in the song? Right, let's do sunrise. Everyone's saying sunrise in the chat. Wrong. These are wrong. It's midnight. Obviously, I knew that, obviously. In Elf, what is Buddy's real name? Buddy Hawkins, Buddy Holly, Buddy Higgins, or Buddy Hobbs? On you go, guys, in the comments. I would guess Buddy Hobbs. I'm pretty sure it's Hobbs. But I might be wrong. I've not seen Elf in a little while, so I think it was last Christmas I last watched Elf. I'm pretty sure it's Hobbs. See what you guys in the comments think. So he's in Bridgend. Stuart's Workshop, Hobbs, Jamie, I think so. Let's do Hobbs. Bingo. In which city are Kevin McAllister's family travelling to when he is left home alone? Well, I know this one. Watched that movie today. Let's see if you guys get it. Paris, yep. Fantastic, Paris. In the Elf breakfast scene, which Italian delicacy does Buddy consume with various amounts of candy? Spaghetti, pizza, lasagna, or risotto? I know this one too. I'll hand it over to you guys. Very funny scene. Is this one. Jamie says lasagna. Stuart's Workshop says spaghetti. It is spaghetti. He puts like Pop-Tarts and everything on it and douses it in like chocolate sauce. Brilliant scene. Finally one I actually knew the answer to. Well, write it in the comments, Daniel. We don't count it unless you write it in the comments. Which classical Hollywood star played George Bailey in It's a Wonderful Life? Clark Gable, Rock Hudson, Cary Grant, or James Stewart? I know this one too. He does give a good performance. I'm just not a great fan of the film. Clark Gable, Rock Hudson, Cary Grant, James Stewart. Stewart says Cary Grant. See if anybody else comments. 6 viewers in the chat. It's good to see you guys here. Drop a comment if you haven't already. Let me know that you're here. Do you think anyone else is commenting? It's James Stewart. I think it's James Stewart. And bingo. Then I am. Yeah, you both said Cary Grant, James Stewart. Finish the Die Hard line. Now I have a machine gun. Merry Christmas, ho ho ho, happy holidays, or yippee-ki-yay. Easy. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. Have a wee drink. What you guys think about that one? Stuart says ho ho ho. See if Jamie... Come on, Jamie, you were saying how much you love Die Hard. Let's see if he comments. Jamie might be getting a bit of latency, because I'm sure he'd be on this one if he was up to date with the stream, but he might be getting a little bit of latency and might be dragging a little bit behind, but that's okay. Yep, there he is. Ho, ho, ho. Bingo. Now I have a machine gun. Ho, ho, ho. Who directed The Nightmare Before Christmas? We just spoke about this about 2 seconds ago, because it wasn't who I thought it was. Is it Henry Selick, Tim Burton, Steven Spielberg, James Cameron? See, I would have got this wrong if I had done this before I googled it about 10 minutes ago. Let's see. Henry Selick, Tim Burton, Steven Spielberg, James Cameron. I thought it was Tim, lol. Pretty sure that's what I thought too before googling it, because it even says it's Tim Burton's The Nightmare Before Christmas. His name is above the title, so you'd think he directed it. But yeah, it's Henry Selick. Although produced and conceived by Burton, he was unable to direct due to his commitments with Batman Returns. There's the answer to our questions. How many siblings does Kevin have in Home Alone? Okay, 4, 6, 11 or 8. Now this is interesting, because all his family's there. I'm guessing we're just counting brothers and sisters, because it says siblings. So, how many would you say, guys? I'd say 4 or 6. I think I'm leaning more towards 4. Stuart's Workshop says 11. Jamie says 6. Buzz. Megan. The ginger-haired one. I'm going to go 4. Yay! Kevin has 4 siblings and 9 cousins. Cousins. What toy is Arnold Schwarzenegger desperately trying to get his hands on in Jingle All the Way? Stretch Armstrong, a He-Man, a Turbo Man, or a Power Ranger? Movies, Trains and Studios. How you doing, my friend? Sorry, Movies and Trains Studios. How you doing? Welcome to the chat. We've done our little tier list. Turbo Man, Movies and Train Studios is straight in with the answer. The ginger one. Yeah, but sorry. We've done our tier list, so we're just doing some Christmas quizzes to round off the stream. It is, in fact, a Turbo Man. Michael Keaton comes back to life as a snowman in which film? Miracle on 34th Street, Frozen, Jingle All the Way, or Jack Frost? This one's pretty obvious. I did not know it was Michael Keaton that played the snowman in this film. That would be Jack Frost. Stuart's Workshop, Jack Frost. It is Jack Frost. Well done, everyone. Every time a bell rings, an angel gets his wings. A quote from which classic film? A Christmas Story, Miracle on 34th Street, It's a Wonderful Life, or A Christmas Carol? I know this one too. We've spoke about this film quite a lot in the stream tonight. It's a Wonderful Life, Dad says. Let's see if we get any more answers. It's a Wonderful Life, Movies and Train Studios. See if Jamie comes in here. Okay, let's pop the answer down. Mum says It's a Wonderful Life. Okay. Correct, it is It's a Wonderful Life. In Gremlins, what happens when Gizmo gets wet? He multiplies, he grows, he dies, or he faints? Multiplies, grows, dies, or faints? Jamie says grows. Gizmo gives birth, lol. Multiplies, Dad says. I would say multiplies. It's multiplies. In National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation, Russell Rusty Griswold is played by Johnny Galecki, who is best known for starring in which US sitcom? No idea for this one. Is it The Big Bang Theory, Seinfeld, Friends, or Cheers? The Big Bang Theory, Seinfeld, Friends, or Cheers? I'm sure this would be an easy one if we've got any Americans in the chat, but I have absolutely no clue. The Big Bang Theory. Love that show. Okay, Movies and Train Studios. I will go with that. Well done. My mum points it out to me every time we watch it. On what mountain does the Grinch... Another one I know, Big Bang Theory, defo. On what mountain does the Grinch live in How the Grinch Stole Christmas? Whoville Mountain, Mount Grinch, Merry Mountain, or Mount Crumpet? I have no idea. Absolutely no clue. Does anyone in the chat have any clue? I would guess Whoville Mountain or Mount Grinch. Just because the place is called Whoville. But I'm not actually sure on this one. Guess lol Mount Crumpet. Pretty sure it's the top answer. Got some disagreeing opinions. I'm going to go Whoville Mountain. No. Well done, Jamie. Mount Crumpet it is. I would never have got that in a million years. Well done. In The Muppet Christmas Carol, which Muppet plays Bob Cratchit? Is it Fozzie Bear, Gonzo, Robin the Frog, or Kermit the Frog? In The Muppet Christmas Carol, which Muppet plays Bob Cratchit? Is it Fozzie Bear, Gonzo, Robin the Frog, or Kermit the Frog? I think I know this one as well. Stuart says Kermit. I believe you are correct. Not seen the film, so don't know. Jamie, I can't believe you've not seen Muppet Christmas Carol. It was a classic. Don't remember Mount Crumpet at all. Yeah, neither did I. Yeah, Kermit the Frog. To me, you're perfect is a line from which film? Love Actually, The Holiday, It's a Wonderful Life, or Last Christmas? Jamie, get it watched. See, even my dad's saying you need to watch Muppet Christmas Carol. Yeah, it's on my list, lol. To me, you're perfect is a line from which film? Love Actually, The Holiday, It's a Wonderful Life, or Last Christmas? haven't seen any of those besides It's a Wonderful Life, you haven't seen Love Actually, you need to watch it. I Love Actually. You need to watch it. Brilliant movie. And that is the answer. It is one of the signs. Oh, Dad just said that. Guy with signs, yeah. The romantic line is written on one of the many cards held up by Mark when he shows his hidden love for Juliet. Last question. In what building does the majority of Die Hard take place? The Tokyo Plaza, Nakatomi Plaza, Kanazawa Plaza, or the Kawasaki Plaza? What building does the majority of Die Hard take place? The Tokyo Plaza, Nakatomi Plaza, Kanazawa Plaza, or Kawasaki Plaza? I'm hoping to watch Love Actually sometime soon. Yeah, it is a really good movie. Nakatomi, Dad says. Let's have a quick jump in with Santa Claus. He's in Poland. He's getting close. He's getting close. He's in Europe. He's getting there. Let's jump back. Everyone says Nakatomi, and that is the correct answer. Right, I'm going to actually pull up another Christmas quiz because that was a lot of fun. And then after that, I think we'll call the stream there. Let's see if I can find one. I don't want to do 130. That seems a bit extreme. The ultimate Christmas movie quiz? Okay. Let's do this one. 21 questions. Okay. What's the name of the boy who's left to look after himself in Home Sweet Home Alone? Is it Matt Mercer, Max Mercer, Jack Mercer, or Kevin McAllister? Need a gin top up, Jack. I'll get one when I come down, thanks, Dad. This one's almost done, to be fair. Check that out. Matt Mercer, Max Mercer, Jack Mercer, Kevin McAllister. Pretty sure it's Max, but I wish I didn't remember that at all. Yeah, a lot of people didn't really like the movie. I thought it was okay, actually. Thought it was actually probably one of the better Home Alone sequels out of the more recent ones. And it is Max, I'm pretty sure. Oh, it doesn't tell me the answers to the end. Oh, a bit of suspense for you all. Who is Jeronicus Jangle in Jingle Jangle? Never heard of this film. A toy maker, an elf, a Christmas tree salesman, or an evil wizard? Who is Jeronicus Jangle in Jingle Jangle? A toy maker, an elf, a Christmas tree salesman, or an evil wizard? No idea, lol. Have a guess, Jamie. Have a guess. I'm actually going to do this as a stream soon, guys. I'm going to do movie quizzes. Just on my own. I'm going to do one where it's just on my own. And I'm also planning, hopefully, to do in the new year. It's one of my big hopes for the new year. A big collab live stream where I do a big movie quiz with 3 competitors. I'm hoping to get Moviebug on. I'm hoping to get Alex Pitt on. I'm hoping to get Movie Worm on. Loads of big YouTubers in our little community. Hoping to get them in the new year, do a big quiz, have a lot of fun. And I hope you can all be there for that. People are saying an evil wizard. Let's click that. In Frozen 2, what is the tribe called? The Northalsia, Sami, Northuldra, or Southuldra? I've only seen Frozen 2 once. I remember actually enjoying it a little bit more than the first one. I don't know how much that opinion will hold up. In Frozen 2, what's the tribe called? Northalsia, Sami, Northuldra, Southuldra. I don't remember a tribe in that movie. We'll guess Sami. Yeah, I don't really remember a tribe in that film either, which shows how much I remember about it, but I'll go Sami. Where is Nativity set? The USA, the UK, France, or Mexico? That's a pretty easy one. If this man right here doesn't give it away, then Dad says UK. UK, Jamie says, yeah. It's pretty obvious though, that one. UK. Which city is the second Home Alone film set in? Is it New York, Chicago, LA, Atlanta? I haven't seen Nativity. I actually really enjoy the first two Nativity films. I keep trying to get my mum to watch them, but she keeps declining. But I think she'd really enjoy them, especially the second one. Actually, I really have a lot of fun with the second movie. They're dumb fun, but yeah, they're good. Yeah, New York. It is New York. In Mickey's Christmas Carol, who does Mickey play? Scrooge, Bob Cratchit, Tiny Tim, or the Ghost of Christmas Present? I was going to guess France since they beat England. Okay, Daniel. Stuart's Workshop says Scrooge. I haven't seen this one in ages. Yeah, I've only seen it the once. Remember it actually being pretty decent. Jamie says Scrooge. I'm going to go with Bob Cratchit on this one. I'm going to disagree with you guys. Hate to break it to you. What is the Santa Claus? If you don't believe in Santa, you don't get any wishes. If you put on Santa's clothes, you have to take over his role. If you wish upon a star, you become Santa's assistant. Or if you shout Santa's name 3 times, he'll appear. This is from the movie The Santa Claus, which I have seen half of, but I know I saw enough to know the answer to this. No idea on this one. We'll guess C. Pretty sure it's the second answer. Just watched it today. Did you enjoy it, Movies and Train Studios? Because I watched half of it. I explained this earlier in the chat. I watched half of it and then had to go away shopping, so I've yet to see the rest of it. But I was actually having a fun time with it. After hearing pretty crap things about it, not gonna lie. Yeah, it is. If you put on Santa's clothes, you have to take over his role. Which famous author is the man who invented Christmas about? William Shakespeare, Mark Twain, Stephen King, Charles Dickens. It's a pretty easy one. Never seen the movie. The last act is really sweet. I like the sequel, but the third one is crap. Okay, I need to watch them. Especially finish the first one. I'll definitely do that before the year's out. Movies and Train Studio says Charles Dickens. Jamie says Charles Dickens. Yeah, pretty obvious one, Charles Dickens. Which one of these action movies is set at Christmas? This is easy because there's a picture of it right there. John Wick, Die Hard, The Terminator, The Matrix. I don't think I need to wait for people to type that one in. What's the name of the town in It's a Wonderful Life? Norrisville, Peterville, Bedford Falls, or Christmastown? Norrisville, Petersville, Bedford Falls, Christmastown. What are we thinking, guys? Jamie thinks it's Christmastown. I think it's Bedford Falls. Something in my head rings that. I don't remember this one, to be honest. Yeah, I'm going to go Bedford Falls. Totally random question. Which one of these brands do you think is cool? What? What is this? Lego. Submit. What was that? I don't want to answer if I'm a boy or a girl. Who plays Father Christmas in Miracle on 34th Street? I said this earlier. David Attenborough, Richard Attenborough, Bill Murray, or Sean Connery. There he is right there. There's literally a picture of him right there. There's wee Mara Wilson. Richard A, Dad says. Let's see if we get Richard Attenborough, right? Yeah, it is Richard Attenborough. What's the name of this character from The Nightmare Before Christmas? Is it John Skellington, Boney Susan, Jack Skellington, or Ghostly George? John Skeleton, Boney Susan, Jack Skellington. Ghostly George. That's my boy Jack. Yeah, shares a name with me. Let's quickly jump back in, see how Santa's getting on his merry journey. Norway, he's getting close. I'm getting excited. I'm such a big child. Oh, I know that. C. Yes, it is Jack Skellington. How many Home Alone films are there? 1, 2, 5, or too many at this point? 1, 2, 5, or too many at this point. Now, here's the funny thing about this. Jamie says 5. There's 6. So the answer is too many at this point. Time you got your Christmas jammies on. I will do straight after this stream, after this quiz. There's 6, but is it up to date? Well, yes it is, because the first question was about Home Sweet Home Alone, so I'm going to guess it's up to date. Santa be here real soon. Oh yes, I'm really excited. What's wrong with the Grinch? He's heartless and hates Christmas. He doesn't believe in Santa. He's turkey intolerant, or he can't sneeze with his mouth closed. It's a strange question. I'm such a big child. Literally got a Santa tracker up in the corner of this. Oh, how did I do that corner? That's A. Dad says he can't sneeze. I think Dad's just taking the mick at this point. Yeah, he's heartless and hates Christmas. Buddy the Elf isn't really an elf. True or false? Buddy the Elf isn't really an elf. True or false? Daniel says he's a walloper. Jamie says false. Stuart says false. Thought it was what's wrong with the picture, but that's a goofy looking Grinch. Yeah, I think he's made out of sprouts. Is that what this is? Is that a sprout? That's weird. Yeah. Oh. Movies and Train Studio says true. I was going to go false. Wait. Buddy the Elf isn't really an elf. That's true. Yeah, I think people are getting mucked up with the question here. He is an elf. No, he isn't an elf, so it's true. Because Buddy the Elf isn't really an elf, true or false. Yeah, here we go. There we go. What's the name of Anna and Elsa's kingdom in Frozen? Eurodale, Yorkshire, Zorgut, or Arendelle? Jamie says Yorkshire. Maybe interested Arendelle. Yep. Arendelle. The Muppet Christmas Carol is based on a book by which famous author? Charles Darwin, Charles Dickens, Charles Babbage, or Charlie XCX? That one's a pretty obvious one. Don't know if I need to wait for everybody. Obviously, Charles Dickens. What's Arnold Schwarzenegger looking for in Jingle All the Way? We've answered this one. It was Turbo Man. Who is Arthur Christmas' dad? A talking snowman, Father Christmas, a reindeer, or Jesus? I'm going to sneeze again. Bless me. Oh, here comes another one. Oh, excuse me, guys. Sorry about that. Every time I sneeze, my headset keeps getting lower and lower. What's with so many people saying Frozen is a Christmas movie? It takes place during summer. Yeah, that is very true. That is very true. Who is Arthur Christmas's dad? I've never seen the film, so I can't answer. A talking snowman, Father Christmas, a reindeer, or Jesus? I'd guess Father Christmas, because that looks like him right there. Bless you, mate. Thank you, Daniel. Very kind of you. Let's do Father Christmas. What's unusual about Olaf the snowman? He has a Cockney accent. He has 10 toes on each foot. He studied snowman studies at Cambridge. Or he likes the summer. Movies and Train Studios says D. Jamie says D. It is he likes the summer. Last question, everyone. Which of these is not a Muppet in the Muppet Christmas Carol? Don't know if I can keep a straight face at this one. Kermit, Miss Piggy, Minecraft the Llama, or Rizzo the Rat? Minecraft the Llama. Oh, brilliant. Minecraft Llama, what the... Yeah, my thoughts exactly. It is Minecraft the Llama. And let's see what our score is. 18 out of 21, that's not bad at all, everyone. Let's go up and see our answers here. So it was Max Mercer. He sadly wasn't an evil wizard. He was a toy maker. They are not called the Sammy, they are called the Northuldra. It is set in the UK, New York. Bob Cratchit coming in with the win there, Jack. Well done. Pat on the back to myself. If you put Santa's clothes on, you have to take over his role. Charles Dickens, Die Hard, Bedford Falls. Jack, come on yourself, son. Richard Attenborough, Jack Skellington. 5. This quiz is wrong. Home Alone 2, Home Alone 3, Home Alone 4, Home Alone The Holiday Heist, and Home Sweet Home Alone 6. This quiz is wrong. I'm going to count that. We got 19 out of 21. He's heartless and hates Christmas. True. Arendelle, Charles Dickens, Turbo Man, Father Christmas, He Likes Summer, and Minecraft the Llama. We got 19 out of 21 there. I'm counting that Home Alone one as being correct. Anyway, guys, let's have one last look at Santa's progress. He's in Norway. He's delivered 3.6 billion gifts. That is incredible. It was 5, lol. Yeah, but there's been 6. And the first question referenced Home Sweet Home Alone, which is the 6th film. So, unless they're not counting Holiday Heist. Just a strange way to go about it. So yeah, he is in Norway. I think he should be with us in about 2 hours. Good stream, Jack. Merry Christmas, everyone. Thank you very much, Dad. And yeah, I'm just getting to that. Let's jump to the webcam. Okay, everyone. I don't have any gin left. So I can't cheers you. So I'm going to use my water. Let me just click this. Okay. Everyone, thank you so much for all your support with my channel. It's been overwhelming. I've jumped up, I think we started this year with just under 100 subscribers, and now we're at 340 something, which is incredible. Some of my videos have reached up to 15,000 views, which is insane. I've got so many plans for my channel throughout the next year. Some bigger videos coming out. As I said, I want to do some more live streams. I want to do one where I do quizzes. I want to host a big movie quiz with some of the guys. I want to try and get some guests on the channel. So if anybody in the chat feels like they want to come on the channel, give me a little message or email. All my links are down in the description below. Jamie says, need to get you to 1k. I think we're a while off yet, mate, but I like your optimism. Yeah, that would be a great Christmas gift. Yeah, I've got a lot of plans for the channel in the future. I don't think I'm going to upload between now and New Year. My next video will be my Christmas Blu-ray haul, and then after that it'll be my top 10 most anticipated movies of 2023, and then we'll continue on with our first time watching videos. We'll continue on with them. We'll continue on with some rankings. I've got some editorials that I want to do, kind of deep dives into movies that I love and why I love them so much. But the videos will probably take a little bit more planning. I've got a lot of big plans, guys, and I'm really excited to grow the channel further. But thank you so much for all your support. Thanks for everyone being in the chat. It's been a great stream. Yeah. Merry Christmas to you all, guys. Have a great one. What if Santa doesn't bring you Blu-rays? I think Santa knows. Cheers, mate. Have a good Christmas. Coming on the channel would be a pleasure. Movies and Train Studios, it would be a pleasure to have you. Once I launch my kind of guest streams. I'm going to try and launch them next year. It would be a pleasure to have you. Drop me a message on Instagram, my friend, and we'll try and get you on the channel. Thanks for all the amazing comments. Great stream, my friend. Thanks for hosting. Merry Christmas to you all. Great stream. Guys, thank you for all the lovely comments. Merry Christmas to you all, guys. Have a fantastic time tomorrow with your friends, family, whoever you're with tomorrow. Have a great time. Have a happy new year as well. And I will see all you guys in the new year. Take care. Let's have a wee drink together. Hope you have got your drinks prepared. I'm going to clink these. Clink. Thanks, guys. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Goodbye.